These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Mountain Goat says there is much prosperity and abundance coming our way this new year. Let's all just be patient and stay calm. Bruce via Wiser Now says the leaders of redemption centers, the bank managers, all put in their access codes, and now all they're waiting for is for some form of return that gives them the green light from Treasury to proceed. Now it's up to Treasury to get the green light placed for everything to begin. We'll see what develops over the next couple of days. Frank26 says these institutions, WTO, etc., want Iraq to join them because they know Iraq is about to go into a float state. Let's look for 1 to 1200, 1 to 1000, 1 to 1. Let's look for a change that is dramatic enough for it to be allowed and be released into the international theater. Within the next 5 days, I'm very curious to see what the exchange rate will be after the 15th. Very curious to see if they're going to leave it at penny stocks or are we improving. Pimpy says, I never said they will. I said they may revisit, consider 12 to 1. But just because they switch it to 12 to 1 doesn't mean you have to cash in all your dinars. If you believe it's going to go up more in value, then hold on to them. Cash some in at least, get some of your money back, or cash in enough to pay off your bills, pay off your house, cars, medical bills, make yourself debt-free, then hold on to the rest of the dinars, see what happens. Militiaman says Iraqi stock exchange soars 97%. The other day we talked about 52%, and that was a pretty bold statement for them to say that. Now they're talking about 97% annual gain as indication of economic upswing. Mark Z via PDK says some of my contacts are back in Iraq now after the holidays, and they are hearing very positive things for this month. Their expectations are running extremely high right now. Walking Stick Aki Iraqi Bank and U.S. update. There are many Iraqi citizens in the United States of America holding 30 notes. It's my job to collect them for the CBI, where they will destroy them. Our job is to turn in the 30 notes. Walking Stick says this is huge. Aki says agreed and direct deposit from now on. No limitations. Article 8, not only for citizens, but for investors. Frank26 says they are doing what the monetary reform requires right now. That is for Iraqi citizens to now be in position to receive the lower denoms, the fills, and new exchange rate. It's all being done by the process of removing the American dollar and increasing confidence, the value, the usage of the dinar. Caparoni says there is no significant RV of the Iraqi dinar. If the dinar goes up in value, it will be based on success and growth of Iraq's own economy. There are no shortcuts. Breitling community comment, to me, I feel we're at the cusp of this happening. I hope my feelings are legitimate. Breitling says it is. I have the same feeling, but your feelings have nothing to do with logic. Reading the articles, especially the ones from the CBI, Ministry of Finance, all that stuff is fantastic, but that still does not guarantee the exact time when it's going to do it. Mark Z via PDK says there's been some incredible chatter, gossip, rumors today. Group contacts have erupted through the day. There are great expectations of last-minute changes to compliance over this weekend and our notifications early next week. Other contacts are saying the same thing. The chatter is notifications early next week. Just cross your fingers and hope it's accurate. I'm kind of excited, but going to stay grounded. Pimpy article quote, Al-Kazimi's advisor says the project to delete the zeros, the currency is subject to 2 conditions. Pimpy says from the currency, not the exchange rate. It says currency. The currency is the same thing as a banknote. 25,000 dinar to 10,000 dinar, that's what they're talking about. When you read this, don't mix the two up and assume when they say currency, they're talking about value. They're not. They're talking about the banknote. Pimpy goes on to say what they're talking about is a redenomination. Redenomination itself is considered symbolic as it does not have any impact on a country's exchange rate. So deletion of the zeros, otherwise known as redenomination, doesn't have anything to do with the exchange rate. Militiaman, accounting started January 1st. Taxation in the dinar, commercial trading in the dinar was supposed to start on the 1st. We're going to have to watch them expose how this rolls out. Lastly, Frank 26, question, what do you know about the length of time that we can exchange? Frank says more than likely inside of a year. We should be able to see the growth of the Iraqi dinar go back into what is comfortable for the Middle Eastern currency exchange rate, and that is fair.